Hello there. What? 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 Then die! Hello there, another episode of Voices, Bricks and Bits, and now I am reviewing the more recently released ECTO 1, but I just wanted to have a quick rewind back to this little set. And it is, I mean, the actual set number is 21108, and when it was released in the UK it was $44.99. How many pieces does this little bad boy have? 508. Now, do you know what? I got this a little while ago, and fortunately I bought it brand new and sealed, and the price wasn't that dissimilar to what it was released at. I think the price has rocketed. It's more than doubled now. But it itself is an awesome little car. I mean, it's great. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and you kind of get the full figures from the original films as well. And I say original films 1 and 2. When they brought out the I suppose the latest I don't even know what it's called particularly, but Ghostbusters 3. You know what? The ladies gave it a go, but for me, I thought it was terrible. I mean, I've written that off. I'm kind of hoping the new film that's coming out, I believe it's coming out this year, 2021. I just hope that becomes the actual Ghostbusters 3, and it just, I don't know, gets Ghostbusters back to what I grew up with, you know, back in, I think, 1984. It was just absolutely, well, it says it on the t-shirt, I think, you know, 1984. It was just absolutely brilliant. So yeah, this was a little, quite a pucker little set in itself. But then more recently, they've released this. As you can see, considerably different in size. I mean, I thought this was awesome. I absolutely thought this was awesome. But then this came out, and I'm going to take closer looks at it. I'm going to show what it does. You know, this was, while I was building it, I almost feel it had that wow factor. It was like proper wow. I think it's cool. You know, if I was to put it on a scale, wow factor probably 10, cool factor 10. I just absolutely adore this. Anyone who's a fan, absolutely gorgeous. The one thing I couldn't bring myself to was putting all because I know it's meant to be about the afterlife, and you know, the afterlife film, and I think it's a bit rusted up in that, but I just couldn't bring myself to put on the rust stickers. It just wasn't going to happen. The thing in its purest form, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. And for me, I suppose for me, I'm still kind of, my head's still stuck in the 80s with the original films. But anyway, let me sort of clear up the table a little bit and bring in the box. Let's look at the details of this set. So the set number of this is 10274, and it's 2,352 pieces. That's a hell of a lot more than what the little model was, but don't get me wrong, that little model is most excellent. I seriously recommend that. You know, if you can get your hands on it or got it already, you'd understand. Absolutely awesome little car. But you know what? When putting this together, just even like the sort of the axles and the Technics bits and everything that kind of goes into it, it's absolutely awesome. Sorry, that guy. Do you know what? I've got this bent down purely because let me put that back on. It was purely because where I kind of display it, the height of the shelves are not great, so I just lowered that bit down. But I mean, it's just absolutely, it's quality. Just little bits and pieces happen from it. What happens over here as well, I believe it's this bit. I haven't played with it for a little while. Kind of open it up, and underneath, little trapdoor opens up, and the little box comes out, which is quite cool. You've also got the option. It's quite well hidden actually. I'll look at this a lot closer, but there's a button just here, and what that does is when you press it, the seat comes flying out and the door. So it's kind of gadgety. It almost reminds me when I remember the James Bond Aston Martin. I will have a look at that. I will do a video on that at some point. It reminds me of that, and it's just kind of a bit gadgety and gizmo-y to like how some of it operates. I mean, just putting it together, it was real fun. It really was. I mean, especially my generation of people, you know, when we're talking like sort of, you know, born in the 70s and the 80s, enjoying Ghostbusters. It's just so iconic. And this model coming together, just the angles, the smoothness of it, it's absolutely awesome. I really love this. The detailing in it, you know, I mean, again, it technically it's got playability. Not that I'm going to play with it, not that I'm going to give it to my 5-year-old either. I can tell you that much. But you know, it does actually have a level of playability, and like I said, coolness wise, it's just wow. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I mean, it was I'm so glad Lego are bringing out some of these types of model. I mean, something I'm really looking forward to. I hope it does come true. Is the Knight Rider kit car. That would be another one. So I mean, I've got the Batmobile. So just the movie cars, I think they're just brilliant. You know, bringing them out. But yeah, this was real fun. I think. Do you know what? I'm excited. I've just picked it up and I've just started playing with it, and I've just got really excited. And it's like, hang on a second, let's rein it back a little bit. Let's have a closer look. Let's look at some of the more details. You know, the ins and outs, the intricate bits of this. So even the instruction books, I mean, it's got some information, you know, kind of telling you about the car. Obviously about the, you know, this is more about the new film than it is the old films, but it's still the car, so it's kind of giving all that information, which is quite cool. It's nice having that. Obviously what all the little gadgets do on it and stuff, the antenna, bits and pieces. I absolutely adore these tools. I've got so many of them. Every time I open up a new set, you know what I mean, I get another one. But I use them for all sorts of things, not even necessarily Lego. So, you know, then it kind of shows a breakdown of the model, and you kind of go into the build. So, I mean, it's wicked. You know, it's based around a Technic frame, as you can see from the first few pages. We're not going to go through every page, but, you know, so that's kind of the instruction. Now, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about this sticker sheet. Now, yes, I've used a few of the stickers, but when it came to the rust, it was just like, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I mean, you know, if I had the space, had the money, I bought a second one just to kind of put the stickers on and do a comparison. Fair enough, but this is my one and only model. I will not be putting these on, but I've still got them if I ever change my mind. But yeah, for me, it just wasn't going to happen. One thing I didn't mention earlier, I don't think as well, is the price of this. In the UK is £179.99. The thing with Lego is, you wait long enough, the prices do come down. You know, the prices do come down after a while. Normally Amazon or John Lewis, if you wait long enough, even Lego themselves put things on sale, especially when they come in towards the end to be retired. So let's have a little look in here. So you got under the bonnet, there's a little bit of detailing, not massive amounts, but there is still detailing, which is quite nice. You know, so you kind of see the engine of the Cadillac. And as you can see from here, you know, you got like the radar bit going around, the antenna sort of searching for ghosts and ghouls or whatever it's meant to do, which is quite, you know, again, quite gadgety, which is really nice. Now this is the bit I was showing earlier. So inside here is kind of where the little robot pops in. A basic little robot, but still, and it goes in there. And you've got this mechanism here. And that's what you generally pour. So again, if I just pull that back, out pops a little robot. And that hatch is, you can see it just there. So when you pull this, which I think is quite cool. Now this is the secret button we were talking about. Just there. You can see that slightly press in. Again, you know, it's quite nice that it doesn't take anything away from the model. Does this door open? Yeah, so the front door's open. This one doesn't, because that's obviously closed because of this, but you know, it's really, really well hidden. And what that does is, as you can see, so the seat just kind of, you can kind of see the axles and the almost pump action type mechanism in there built into it. I mean, when I saw them showing it operating in the book, they opened the door and for me, I just want it to burst open, so I just kind of press it straight out. So that just presses in there, and again the other door opens as well, which is quite nice. You can see it inside there for a little bit of detailing. Oh, you had this. This is random. Let me get that out. You literally had like a little Stay Puft marshmallow pack in there as well. If you remember to the first film, you kind of a giant one attacked the city before being blown up into smithereens and everyone covered in marshmallow. But yeah, I need to go back and watch them again. I watched them not long ago, but I don't know. I kind of playing with this now, showing this, doing a review on this. I kind of feel like I need to go and watch them again. Just so much fun. Yeah, so I mean, it's awesome. It really is. It's nice that these aren't stickers. You know, that is a printed piece, and very, very nice printed pieces too. There's a few little stickers. I think some of them are actually coming off already, but do you know what? That's not the end of the world. So yeah, you got spare 180 quid? Pop yourself out and get one of these. Well, we're in lockdown, so not really, but online if they're still available in stock. But no, it's a quality model. I think Lego done a real good job of this one. Oh, do you know what? I even forgot to mention this. The steering wheel does operate the front wheels, but you've got this little don't know what's it called, again, Technic axles leading up to this little knobbly bit which kind of steers the car in itself. It's just a superb design, real fun, great display piece, and I'd recommend this to anybody, even if you're not a fan of Ghostbusters. It's just a quality thing to build, just highly recommended. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like the vid, please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.